Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. In life, many people want success, but success does not come only from hard work. It also comes from the way we behave with people around us. At the office, people are always watching us. They notice how we speak, how we work, and how we treat others. Some people become respected very quickly in the office. Everyone likes them. Their boss trusts them. Their coworkers enjoy working with them. But some people work for years and still nobody respects them. So what is the difference? The difference is attitude, behavior, and mindset. In this video, we will learn powerful lessons about how to impress people at the office. These lessons will help us build a strong reputation, gain respect, and grow faster in our career. Let us begin. Lesson 1. Always be professional. This lesson is simple but very powerful. If we truly understand and practice this lesson, it can change the way people see us at work. Many people think professionalism only means wearing formal clothes or working in a serious way. But professionalism is much deeper than that. It is about the way we behave, the way we speak, and the way we handle responsibilities. A professional person understands that the office is not just a place to earn money. It is a place where our character is constantly being observed. Our boss watches us. Our coworkers watch us. Even people who do not talk to us every day are silently noticing our behavior. Because of this, professionalism becomes extremely important. A professional person respects time. They arrive at work on time. They do not come late every day with excuses. When meetings are scheduled, they join on time and prepared. This simple habit sends a powerful message to everyone in the office. It tells people that this person is serious about their work. When someone is always late, people slowly lose trust in them. But when someone is always punctual, people begin to see them as responsible and dependable. Professionalism also means controlling emotions. In every office, there will be pressure. Sometimes there will be misunderstandings. Sometimes a boss may criticize our work. Sometimes coworkers may disagree with us. In these situations, unprofessional people react emotionally. They get angry, argue loudly, or complain in front of everyone. But professional people stay calm. They listen carefully. They respond politely. Even when they disagree, they express their opinion respectfully. This kind of calm behavior impresses people greatly. It shows maturity and emotional intelligence. Professionalism also appears in the way we communicate. The words we use matter. The tone we use matters. Professional people avoid gossip. They do not speak negatively about others behind their back. They do not spread rumors or unnecessary complaints. Instead, they focus on meaningful communication. When they speak with respect and clarity. People trust individuals who speak carefully and respectfully. Another important part of professionalism is appearance. We do not need expensive clothes to look professional, but we should look clean, organized, and presentable. When someone looks neat and confident, people automatically take them more seriously. Appearance may seem like a small thing, but in reality, it creates a strong first impression. Professional people also take their work seriously. When they receive a task, they do not rush carelessly. They focus on quality. They double-check their work. They try to deliver the best result possible. When people consistently deliver good work, others begin to admire them. Bosses start trusting them with bigger responsibilities, and coworkers begin to respect their abilities. Professionalism also means respecting everyone. In an office, there are people in many different roles. There are managers, coworkers, assistants, and support staff. A truly professional person treats everyone with respect. They do not behave nicely only with their boss. They are polite with everyone. This kind of behavior creates a very strong reputation. People remember those who treat others kindly and respectfully. Over time, professionalism builds a powerful image. When people see someone who is calm, responsible, respectful, punctual, and focused, they begin to think of that person as reliable and trustworthy. And once people trust us, opportunities begin to appear. Our boss may give us important projects. Our coworkers may want to collaborate with us. Our reputation begins to grow. All of this starts with one simple habit: being professional every day. Even on difficult days, even when we are tired, even when others behave poorly. Because professionalism is not about reacting to situations. It is about maintaining our standards no matter what happens. If we practice professionalism every day, people will naturally notice us. And slowly, without forcing anything, we will begin to impress everyone around us. This is the power of professionalism. Lesson 2. Be reliable. A reliable person is someone people can depend on. When they say they will do something, they actually do it. When they receive a responsibility, they take it seriously and complete it properly. In every office, there are two types of people. The first type of person talks a lot but does very little. They promise many things, but they do not finish their work on time. They make excuses. They delay tasks. Because of this, people slowly stop trusting them. The second type of person may not talk very much, but they always deliver results. When they accept a task, they complete it on time. When they promise something, they keep their promise. Over time, everyone begins to trust the second type of person. Reliability is one of the most valuable qualities in any workplace. Think about a manager who has an important project that must be completed quickly. The manager cannot take risks. They must give this responsibility to someone they trust. Who will they choose? They will choose the person who has shown reliability again and again. When we become reliable, people start to depend on us. And when people depend on us, they begin to respect us. One important part of reliability is finishing work on time. Deadlines are very important in every office. Projects often depend on many people working together. If one person delays their work, the entire team can face problems. Reliable people understand this. They manage their time well. They plan their work carefully. They avoid unnecessary distractions. Because of this, they complete their tasks before the deadline or exactly on time. When someone consistently delivers work on time, people begin to see them as responsible and trustworthy. Another part of reliability is keeping promises. Sometimes we promise small things at work. For example, we may tell a coworker that we will send a file later in the day. Or we may promise to prepare information for a meeting. Even small promises matter. If we repeatedly forget these promises, people will stop taking us seriously. But if we always remember our commitments and fulfill them, people will start trusting us deeply. Trust grows slowly, but it becomes very powerful. Reliable people also communicate clearly. If they face a problem while doing a task, they do not hide it. They inform their manager or team early. This helps the team solve the problem before it becomes bigger. Unreliable people often wait until the last moment to reveal problems. This creates stress and confusion. But reliable people are honest about challenges. Because of this honesty, others feel comfortable working with them. Reliability also means being consistent. Some people work very hard for a few days and then become careless for the next few days. Their performance goes up and down. But reliable people remain steady. They perform well every day. They do not depend only on motivation. They build discipline. They understand that consistent effort builds a strong reputation. When coworkers and managers see someone who works consistently, they begin to feel secure working with that person. Over time, reliability creates opportunities. Managers begin giving more important responsibilities to reliable employees. They trust them with bigger tasks. They involve them in important discussions. This often leads to promotions and career growth. Why does this happen? Because organizations value people they can depend on. Skills are important, but reliability is even more powerful. A highly skilled person who is unreliable can create problems for the team. But a reliable person who works steadily becomes an asset to the organization. That is why reliability impresses people so strongly. When people see that they can depend on us, they naturally respect us. They feel comfortable working with us. They know that if something important must be done, we will handle it responsibly. So if we truly want to impress people at the office, we must develop this habit. Finish work on time. Keep promises. Communicate clearly. And stay consistent every day. When we become reliable, our reputation becomes stronger and stronger. And slowly, people will begin to see us as someone they can truly trust. Lesson 3. Speak less and listen more. Many people believe that the best way to impress others is by talking a lot. They think that if they share many ideas, explain everything, and speak continuously, people will see them as smart and confident. But in reality, the opposite is often true. The most respected people in any office are usually the ones who listen carefully before they speak. Listening is a powerful skill. When we listen with full attention, we understand people better. We understand their ideas, their problems, and their expectations. This helps us respond in a thoughtful and intelligent way. When someone talks too much, they often stop learning. They focus only on expressing their own thoughts. But when someone listens more, they absorb information from many people. This makes them wiser and more aware of the situation around them. In the office, listening also shows respect. Imagine you are explaining something important, and the other person interrupts you again and again. They do not allow you to finish your sentence. They immediately start talking about their own opinion. How would you feel? You would feel that the person does not respect your thoughts. Now imagine the opposite situation. You are speaking, and the other person listens carefully. They maintain eye contact. They do not interrupt you. They allow you to complete your explanation. When you finish, they respond calmly and thoughtfully. In this situation, you would feel respected and valued. This is the power of listening. When we listen carefully to people at the office, they feel comfortable around us. They feel that their ideas matter. Because of this, they enjoy working with us. Another benefit of listening is that it reduces mistakes. In many offices, mistakes happen because people do not listen carefully to instructions. A manager may explain a task, but the employee is already thinking about what they will say next. They miss important details. Later, the work is done incorrectly. But people who listen carefully understand instructions clearly. They ask thoughtful questions. Because of this, their work becomes more accurate and effective. Listening also helps us build stronger relationships. Every person wants to be heard. People want their ideas, concerns, and experiences to be taken seriously. When we give someone our full attention, we create a connection with them. Coworkers begin to trust us more. They feel comfortable sharing information and ideas with us. Over time, this builds strong teamwork. Another important advantage of listening is that it helps us learn faster. In every office, there are people with different experiences and knowledge. Some may have worked in the company for many years. Others may have special skills or insights. If we talk too much, we miss the opportunity to learn from them. But when we listen, we gain valuable knowledge. Every conversation becomes a learning opportunity. Great professionals understand this very well. They know that listening is one of the fastest ways to grow. Speaking less also helps us appear more thoughtful. When someone speaks constantly, their words often lose impact. People stop paying attention. But when someone speaks only when necessary, their words carry more weight. When they share an idea, people listen carefully, because everyone knows that this person does not speak unnecessarily. This makes their communication more powerful. Listening also helps us understand emotions. Sometimes coworkers may feel stressed, frustrated, or confused about a situation. If we listen carefully, we can understand their feelings and respond with empathy. This creates a supportive work environment. People naturally respect individuals who understand others and communicate with patience. However, speaking less does not mean staying silent all the time. It simply means speaking with purpose. We should listen first, think carefully, and then share our thoughts clearly. This balanced approach shows maturity and intelligence. People admire individuals who think before they speak. So if we truly want to impress people at the office, we must develop the habit of listening more and speaking thoughtfully. Give people the space to express themselves. Pay attention to what they are saying. Understand their ideas before sharing your own. When we practice this habit consistently, people will begin to see us as respectful, thoughtful, and wise. And these qualities naturally create respect in any workplace. Lesson 4. Help others and be a team player. One of the most powerful ways to impress people at the office is by helping others. Many people go to the office with only one goal in mind. They think only about finishing their own tasks and going home. They believe that their responsibility ends when their personal work is completed. But the people who truly earn respect in the workplace think differently. They understand that an office is not just a place where individuals work separately. It is a place where a team works together toward common goals. A person who always helps others becomes extremely valuable in any team. When coworkers face difficulties with a task, some people ignore the situation. They think it is not their problem. They focus only on their own responsibilities. But people who impress others behave differently. If they see someone struggling, they offer guidance. If they notice confusion, they try to explain things clearly. Helping others does not mean doing someone else's entire job. It simply means being supportive and cooperative. This attitude creates a positive work environment. When one person helps another, the team becomes stronger. Work becomes smoother. Problems get solved faster. And everyone feels more comfortable working together. People naturally respect individuals who make the workplace better for everyone. Helping others also builds strong relationships. In every office, relationships matter a lot. People enjoy working with individuals who are kind, supportive, and cooperative. When someone helps their coworkers without expecting anything in return, it creates trust. Over time, coworkers begin to rely on that person. They feel confident asking questions or sharing ideas. Strong relationships often lead to better teamwork and greater opportunities. For example, imagine a situation where a coworker is new in the office. They may feel nervous and confused about how things work. If someone takes a few minutes to guide them and answer their questions, that small act of kindness can leave a lasting impression. The new employee will remember that help and appreciate it deeply. Helping others also shows leadership qualities. Leadership is not only about having a high position or managing a team. True leadership is about taking initiative and helping others succeed. When someone actively supports their coworkers, solves problems, and shares knowledge, people begin to see them as a natural leader. Managers notice these behaviors as well. They often look for employees who contribute positively to the team, not just individuals who focus only on their personal performance. Another important part of helping others is sharing knowledge. Every person in an office has certain skills or experiences. When people keep their knowledge only for themselves, the team cannot grow effectively. But when someone openly shares their knowledge, it helps everyone improve. For example, if we know a faster way to complete a task, teaching that method to coworkers can make the entire team more productive. People admire those who help others become better. Helping others also creates goodwill. Goodwill means positive feelings and respect that people develop toward someone. When we consistently help others, they remember our kindness. In the future, when we need help, those same people will be ready to assist us. Workplaces function best when people support each other, rather than compete in unhealthy ways. Another powerful aspect of helping others is that it creates a positive reputation. People talk about individuals who are helpful and cooperative. When someone has a reputation for being supportive and reliable, others feel comfortable working with them. Managers trust such individuals with important responsibilities because they know this person strengthens the team instead of creating problems. Helping others also improves our own skills. When we explain something to another person, we often understand the topic more deeply ourselves. Teaching or guiding someone forces us to think clearly and organize our knowledge. Because of this, helping others also helps us grow professionally. However, it is important to help others with the right attitude. We should help people with sincerity, not with the intention of gaining attention or praise. Genuine kindness always creates a stronger impression than forced behavior. People can easily recognize when someone is helping from the heart. A supportive attitude makes the workplace more positive, more productive, and more enjoyable for everyone. When we consistently help our coworkers, people begin to see us as someone who cares about the success of the whole team. And individuals who strengthen the team always earn deep respect. This is why helping others is one of the most powerful ways to impress people at the office. Lesson 5. Maintain a positive attitude. Another powerful way to impress people at the office is by maintaining a positive attitude. In every workplace, there are challenges, deadlines, pressure, and sometimes unexpected problems. These situations are normal in professional life. However, What truly makes a difference is the way we react to these situations. Some people allow stress and frustration to control their behavior. When something goes wrong, they start complaining. They blame others. They talk negatively about the company, the work, or their coworkers. Over time, this negative behavior affects the environment around them. People start feeling uncomfortable working with them. But there are also people who remain positive even during difficult situations. They understand that problems are part of work, and instead of complaining, they focus on solutions. A positive attitude does not mean pretending that problems do not exist. It simply means choosing to face those problems with calmness and confidence. When people see someone who stays calm and optimistic even when things are difficult, they naturally admire that person. Positive individuals bring energy to the workplace. Their presence makes the environment more comfortable and productive. Positive people focus on solutions rather than problems. When a challenge appears, they do not waste time blaming others or complaining. Instead, they start thinking about how the situation can be improved. For example, if a project faces difficulties, a negative person may say that the situation is impossible or unfair. But a positive person will say that there must be a way to fix the problem. They will look for ideas, alternatives, and solutions. Managers and coworkers appreciate this type of mindset because it helps the team move forward instead of getting stuck in frustration. Another important benefit of having a positive attitude is that it improves teamwork. When someone constantly complains or spreads negativity, it affects everyone around them. People start losing motivation and energy. But when someone stays positive and encouraging, it inspires others. Positive people motivate their coworkers to stay focused and keep working toward their goals. A positive attitude also improves communication in the office. People enjoy interacting with individuals who are calm, respectful, and encouraging. Conversations become more productive and comfortable. On the other hand, if someone is always negative, people may start avoiding them. They may hesitate to share ideas or ask questions because they expect criticism or complaints. Positive individuals create a welcoming environment where people feel comfortable sharing their thoughts. Maintaining a positive attitude also shows emotional strength. Every professional faces criticism at some point. Sometimes work may not be perfect, and feedback may be given by managers or colleagues. A negative person may take criticism personally and react emotionally. They may feel discouraged or angry, but a positive person sees criticism as an opportunity to improve. They listen carefully, learn from the feedback, and try to do better next time. This kind of attitude shows maturity and professionalism. Another important aspect of positivity is gratitude. People who appreciate their work and the opportunities they receive tend to have a healthier mindset. Instead of focusing only on difficulties, they recognize the value of learning, growing, and gaining experience. Gratitude creates a balanced perspective. It helps people stay motivated even when the work becomes challenging. Positive individuals also handle stress more effectively. Because they focus on solutions and growth, they do not allow problems to overwhelm them. They remain focused on their goals and continue working with determination. Over time, this attitude builds a strong reputation. People begin to see them as stable, reliable, and encouraging individuals. Managers often prefer working with employees who bring positive energy to the team. These individuals strengthen the work environment and help maintain productivity even during difficult times. A positive attitude also influences how people see our leadership potential. Leaders are expected to guide others through challenges. If someone remains calm, confident, and solution-focused during difficult situations, people naturally start viewing them as a strong professional. Positivity spreads quickly. When one person maintains a constructive and encouraging attitude, it often influences others to behave the same way. This creates a more productive and cooperative workplace. Developing a positive attitude requires conscious effort. It involves controlling negative reactions, focusing on solutions, and maintaining a calm and balanced mindset. Over time, this habit becomes natural. When we consistently approach our work with positivity, people notice the difference. They feel comfortable around us, they respect our mindset, and they appreciate the energy we bring to the office. Because of this, maintaining a positive attitude becomes one of the most effective ways to impress people and build a strong professional reputation. Lesson 6. Take responsibility for your work. One of the most powerful qualities that impress people in the office is the ability to take responsibility. In every workplace, tasks are given to employees with the expectation that they will handle them carefully and complete them properly. However, not everyone treats responsibility in the same way. Some people try to avoid responsibility whenever possible. When something goes wrong, they quickly start blaming others. They say the problem happened because of their coworker, their manager, or the situation. Instead of solving the problem, they focus on protecting themselves. But the people who truly impress others behave very differently. They accept responsibility for their work and their actions. When they receive a task, they take ownership of it. They understand that the task is now their responsibility, and they focus on completing it with care and dedication. Taking responsibility shows maturity and professionalism. It sends a clear message to others that this person can be trusted with important work. Managers notice this quality very quickly. In every organization, leaders look for employees who can handle responsibility without constant supervision. They want people who are dependable and who take their duties seriously. When someone consistently takes responsibility for their work, managers begin to rely on them more. They trust that this person will handle tasks carefully and deliver results. Another important part of responsibility is admitting mistakes. No one is perfect. Every person makes mistakes at some point in their career. The difference between strong professionals and weak professionals is how they respond to those mistakes. Some people try to hide their mistakes. They make excuses or try to blame someone else. This behavior damages trust very quickly. But responsible people take a different approach. If they make a mistake, they admit it honestly. They focus on correcting the problem and learning from the experience. This kind of honesty actually increases respect. People appreciate individuals who are mature enough to accept their errors and improve. Taking responsibility also means paying attention to details. When someone is responsible, they do not complete tasks carelessly. They review their work carefully. They check for errors and make sure everything is accurate. This attention to detail improves the quality of their work. Over time, people begin to associate that person with reliability and quality. Responsible people also take initiative. They do not wait for someone to remind them about every small task. They organize their work, manage their time, and take action when something needs to be done. If they notice a problem, they try to fix it. If they see an opportunity to improve something, they suggest ideas. This proactive attitude makes a strong impression on managers and coworkers. Another important aspect of responsibility is accountability. Accountability means being answerable for the results of our work. Responsible professionals understand that their actions affect the team and the organization. Because of this, they think carefully before making decisions. They understand that their performance contributes to the success of the entire team. When someone consistently demonstrates accountability, people begin to see them as a dependable and trustworthy individual. Taking responsibility also builds leadership qualities. Leadership is not only about giving instructions to others. It is about setting an example through actions. When someone accepts responsibility, solves problems, and stays committed to their tasks, others start respecting them. They begin to see that person as someone capable of handling greater responsibilities. Many leaders rise to higher positions because they demonstrate responsibility long before they receive an official leadership role. Over time, responsibility creates a strong professional reputation. Coworkers trust responsible individuals. Managers depend on them. Teams feel confident working with them. This trust often leads to new opportunities, promotions, and career growth. People who take responsibility stand out in every workplace. They do not run away from challenges. They face them with confidence and determination. They do not hide mistakes. They learn from them and improve. And they do not wait for others to solve problems. They take initiative and contribute to solutions. When we practice responsibility consistently, people begin to notice our commitment and dedication. And this habit becomes one of the strongest ways to impress people and build respect at the office. Lesson 7. Always keep learning and improving yourself. Another powerful way to impress people at the office is to always keep learning and improving yourself. In today's world, knowledge and skills are constantly changing. New technologies appear, new methods of working develop, and organizations always look for people who are willing to grow. Many people stop learning after they get a job. They feel comfortable doing the same work every day. They believe that finishing their daily tasks is enough. Because of this mindset, they slowly stop improving. Over time, their skills remain the same while the world around them keeps changing. But the people who truly impress others think differently. They understand that learning never stops. They always look for ways to improve themselves. These individuals try to learn new skills, understand new ideas, and improve their abilities. They read, observe, ask questions, and practice. They are curious about how things work and how they can do their work better. When someone shows this kind of learning attitude, people notice it quickly. Managers appreciate employees who are eager to grow. They see such individuals as valuable because they bring new ideas and energy to the team. Continuous learning also makes a person more confident. When we improve our knowledge and skills, we become better at solving problems. We can handle challenges more easily. Our work becomes more efficient and more effective. For example, imagine two employees doing the same job. One employee continues working exactly the same way every day without trying to improve. The other employee tries to learn better methods, develops new skills, and studies ways to become more productive. Over time, the second employee will naturally stand out. Their work will become faster, smarter, and more valuable. People admire individuals who invest in their own growth. Learning does not always mean attending formal courses. It can happen in many simple ways. We can learn by observing experienced coworkers. We can learn by reading useful books or articles. We can learn by asking questions and understanding how different parts of the organization work. Even small improvements in skills can make a big difference over time. Continuous learning also shows humility. It shows that a person understands that there is always more to learn. Instead of believing they know everything, they remain open to new ideas. This attitude makes people easier to work with. Coworkers feel comfortable sharing suggestions and knowledge with someone who is open to learning. Another important advantage of learning is adaptability. Workplaces often change. New systems may be introduced, new projects may begin, and new responsibilities may appear. People who resist learning often struggle during these changes. But individuals who are always learning can adapt quickly. They are ready to understand new tools, new processes, and new responsibilities. Because of this flexibility, organizations value them greatly. Continuous improvement also builds long-term career success. Skills and knowledge create opportunities. The more we grow, the more capable we become of handling bigger responsibilities. Managers often look for employees who show potential for growth. When they see someone who constantly improves, they believe that person can handle greater roles in the future. Learning also improves creativity. When we gain new knowledge and experiences, we start thinking in new ways. We find better solutions to problems and bring fresh ideas to our team. These ideas can help the organization improve and succeed. People respect individuals who contribute ideas and innovation. Another important aspect of self-improvement is developing communication and interpersonal skills. Technical skills are important, but the ability to communicate clearly and work well with others is equally valuable. By improving these skills, we become more effective professionals. Over time, the habit of learning transforms our mindset. Instead of feeling limited by our current abilities, we begin to see every challenge as an opportunity to grow. This mindset makes us stronger, more capable, and more confident. People admire those who are committed to personal growth because it shows ambition, discipline, and dedication. When we continuously improve ourselves, we do not need to try to impress anyone. Our actions naturally create a strong impression. Coworkers respect our dedication. Managers trust our potential. Opportunities begin to appear because people see that we are serious about growth. In the long run, success in the office does not depend only on what we know today. It depends on how willing we are to grow tomorrow. Those who keep learning never stop progressing, and those who keep progressing always stand out. Conclusion. Impressing people at the office is not about showing off or trying to prove that we are better than others. It is about developing strong habits that build trust, respect, and positive relationships. When we stay professional, become reliable, listen carefully, help others, maintain a positive attitude, take responsibility, and continue learning, we naturally build a strong reputation. People begin to respect our work and our character. Success in the workplace is not created in a single day. It is built slowly through consistent behavior and dedication. Every small action we take each day shapes the way people see us. If we focus on improving ourselves and contributing positively to our workplace, we will not only impress people but also build a successful and meaningful career. Remember this simple truth: respect is not demanded. Respect is earned through consistent actions and strong character. When we follow these principles every day, success and recognition will naturally follow. I hope these lessons help you understand how small habits and the right attitude can make a big difference in the workplace. If we apply these principles every day, we can build respect, strong relationships, and a successful career. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more powerful lessons about personal growth, success, and mindset. Also, tell us in the comments which lesson you liked the most and what topic you want to see in the next video. I will see you in the next video.